They're coming. They're coming your way. They'll be here soon.
Hey, they're the dog people, aren't they?
Collect all 7 and you'll conquer the universe. The good and the bad in a fight to the finish. The battle for the universe has begun. You love the animated feature. Now, see the real thing. Dragon Ball, the magic begins. Available now on video cassette and DVD from Taisang Video.
So today, we're going to be watching Dragon Ball because, as we all know, I know a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, and I know that the president is a dog, so it all fits accurate. In, right?
Yeah.
There's one problem, though. I'm really familiar with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, but, like, not a lot about Dragon Ball. So if we, like, watch Dragon Ball Evolution, I don't know if I'm gonna get all the context.
Yeah, that one I don't think is going to make a lot of sense without knowing the story beforehand, so we should watch this other movie. This is gonna help us understand the plot of Dragon Ball and all the important characters, so when we finally get to Evolution, the most recent one, we'll know more of the plot and the story, so people won't, like, get mad at us.
Oh, I didn't know that Dragon Ball Evolution was a sequel.
Yeah.
So this is Dragon Ball made... What was this?
The Magic Begins.
The Magic Begin. Okay. All right, perfect. And you know about, like, the Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, but the original Dragon Ball manga, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an expert on Dragon
perfect.
Ball. This is gonna be really easy. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
don't worry.
Can't wait to get into this one. Welcome to Rough Cuts. This is your host, Ilyon, and my co-host, Boyks. And
hello.
We are looking at... We went to watch Dragon Ball Evolution, and then we clicked on it, and it said, suggested, Dragon Ball The Magic Begins. And it looked amazing. Amazing. A 1991 Taiwanese Dragon Ball movie.
Yeah, so it's a live-action adaptation, the second live-action adaptation of the Dragon Ball story. The first being done in 1990.
Yeah.
And some would say the best.
Currently, having watched all of one live-action Dragon Ball adaptations, this is the best one that I've ever seen.
Yeah. No, it makes sense if you think about it. Yeah.
I don't even know where to start with this thing.
This is a whole fucking thing.
It's,
I mean, so this movie is listed in some parts of the internet as part of the Wu-Tang collection. So that might give you a good setup for this. The Wu-Tang, famous for the Wu-Tang Clan, even though they're completely different, but are named after similar things because the Wu-Tang Clan loved Wu-Tang movies.
The Wu-Tang clan of anime likers, yes, yeah.
They're anime fans, yes. And Wu-Tang movies are basically like 70s, 80s, very early 90s schlock, like kung fu films.
Yes.
With flying on wires, like people holding swords, doing anime shit.
It's like a little bit like Wuxia or like
or if you're thinking like more modern-ish, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is like a Western version of a Wu-Tang movie.
The wire fu type stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also it's very much got like a lot of the energy of like Kamen Rider at Tokusatsu kind of stuff, right? Like there's lots of Power Rangers. Yep.
Spider-Man, we gotta get Spider-Man with a gun going blah 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 blah.
Lots of Starfish Hitler energy in this. The Starfish Hitler particles in this thing are off
I don't
the
remember
charts.
that episode of SpongeBob, but I'll believe you.
Oh my god. The episode of SpongeBob where he meets Starfish Hitler is very wild. And they melt him in a car.
It's just like the Cars series where they meet Car Hitler. Anyway.
Do they? I don't know. That I know that series goes places and I've only seen the first one.
Probably. I don't. What were we talking about? Dragon Ball? Anyway.
God damn it.
Look, so
God damn it.
Dragon Ball is a comedy series.
Mm.
And a Dragon Ball movie needs to be a comedy movie.
Yes.
And I think this movie accomplishes that while also being fucking awesome.
Yeah, I kind of love this thing. It was really funny that I read a review of this when we first started watching it that was like, oh, you better get a 6-pack to crack it to get through this pile of shit. And I was like...
I hate that the internet just has to hate everything.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's not James Rolfe's fault.
Sure.
The angry video game nerd.
Mm-hmm.
But when that became popular, everybody just had to be like, wow, you gotta get a beer, all this pile of shit, this buffalo diarrhea. Like, you can just enjoy stupid nonsense.
I was like, it's trash. Like, it's obviously not, it's not good. This is not a good movie in a lot of ways. But you know what it is? It's a fun movie.
It's a Dragon Ball movie.
It's a Dragon Ball movie.
Including all the parts you hate about Dragon Ball.
He said a boy mustn't touch a girl. He said that those who do are called raisins.
Yup.
It's got all of them.
It's got all of it. Yeah, it's got the whole thing. Yeah.
Yep. So this movie, it was shot mostly in Taiwan and Thailand, which is pretty obvious from the set locations. But there's also some very funny stuff going on. Talking a bit about their set dressing, they have a lot of military vehicles.
Yes.
Which are just military vehicles that they had left over from like war.
Regular APCs. Like there's very obvious like Taiwanese, military personnel carriers. Yep. As alien tanks.
There's also a Jeep that is just part of, I believe, a botanical garden that's like a famous attraction in Thailand. It
just has a logo on it. Yeah, it's weird.
And it's super weird. It's just like Nong Nooch, and it's very prominent, and you're like, is that a place in Dragon Ball? And the answer is no. It's just from the place they borrowed the Jeep from.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right that's what it is.
This is very, like, on-the-ground filmmaking with very dangerous looking explosions everywhere.
This has a lot of like the kind of Roger Corman type vibe to it in a way too, right? Like I mean that's true, I think, of a lot of the tokusatsu, or God, I can't say it right. But like the special effects Japanese kind of shows, all the Godzilla and
it's a tonkatsu.
Tonkatsu. Okay.
No, that's not what it is. That's me fucking with you.
Fuck, goddammit.
that is a breaded piece of pork.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, it is tokusatsu. Yeah, okay, fucking goddammit. Now you're trying to throw me. Goddamn you. I'm editing this one. I can make myself look better. I won't, but I could.
That was way too easy. Alright, anyway.
I trust my friends because I am like an anime character. I trust all of these horrible people that are around me. And there are a lot of horrible people that surround themselves with our main characters.
That's true.
Like you said, it's got all the worst parts of Dragon Ball because
it's trying to be a somewhat faithful adaptation in that kung fu flying movie like setting.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. It's let's adapt this story to our style of filmmaking.
Yeah, and it's like for those that think about Dragon Ball Z and think about like big laser fights and like sitting there and going for 5 minutes, that is in here. But the thing that you might not be remembering about old Dragon Ball, and I have my expert here to assure me that this is the case, is that everybody is a fucking, let's say it together. No, I'm not saying it together.
No, I'm not saying it together. They're all sex pests.
Yes, they're all awful. They're all. That's all the comedy. All the comedy is, look at the boobies. It's
like
just unreal.
About, I'd say 30 to 40% of Dragon Ball, and it's mostly the front part, is just horny humor of teenagers and younger. And it's very gross if you read it now. It is not a good reread up to that point. And up until the first tournament arc, which this movie does not cover. This is actually more of a mix of the manga adaptation from that first section, generally covering like Pilaf, who also doesn't appear in this movie.
No.
And the 86 movie for Dragon Ball.
Sure.
So it's a weird amalgamation of stories. So let's see if we get this right.
Yeah.
And if we get any accuracies wrong, I want you to tell us.
Yeah. We have our social media stuff.
That way we're ready for Dragon Ball Evolution when we get there.
Yeah. So if you want to send us any information to let us know more about Dragon Ball and anything that we might have gotten wrong, we have our social media on Blue Sky. We're at Rough Cuts, or you can find us on co-host Rough Cuts, and you can also email us at roughcutscast@gmail.com. So just make sure you send anything that you find.
Everything that's wrong.
Yeah.
Everything wrong. Yeah.
Anything.
We want to be accurate for Toriyama.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Exactly. And I mean, we're going to be watching Evolution eventually, I'm sure, just because...
That way we know exactly what Toriyama wanted for his vision.
I gotta find that President Dog. He wasn't in here. They bait and switched me.
Yeah. Usually I'm the one who gets the bait and switch movie because of the cover, and somehow it was you this time.
I know my Dragon Ball, I thought, but I don't know.
Anyway, so the movie starts off with a dragon pearl at a Buddhist temple in Thailand.
Yes.
And then some aliens show up in their alien spacecraft that shoot sci-fi lasers that go pew 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 pew.
In very, very good 90s CG. 1991 CG.
Yep. And then all the villagers from the Thailand village are getting slaughtered by Barbarella and Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Barbarella's running around with like an AK or something and just going blam, 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 blam. Her space AK.
Yes.
But it's just a regular one.
Well, but it also does like a laser sound instead of like a regular sound. Like it's got a little bit of a different sound.
It's a laser sound, but it shoots real bullets.
Yes, but it shoots bullets. Yes. Well, and then Terminator has an automatic elephant gun because it shows the bullets coming out of it in CG a lot of the time, and the bullets are like 20 millimeter high explosive shells. They're like.
And he's a blue Terminator.
Yes,
which I think is like a higher rarity of Terminator.
Yeah, he's a shiny Terminator. Yeah. They're rare to catch.
Yep. So then after they slaughter the village, essentially, the Buddhist temple is where the Dragon Pearl is.
Yeah. And they've been praying the whole time to erect a word barrier.
Around
all of...
So, like,
the
around them are all these characters that are just appearing in like, CG.
Like
as a shield.
Kinda,
But as King Horn, Barbarella, and the Terminator...
King Horn being the main villain, by the way. He comes down...
The main villain. Yeah, he's King Horn because he's blue and he has horns.
He has big horns.
Yeah.
Like, you know what they say about a guy with big horns? He doesn't give a shit about no magic barriers because it does jack shit to him.
So, like, what was the Buddhist plan?
I don't know.
They just sat there and did nothing while the town got slaughtered. And then the leader of the town, I guess, like, the village head?
Yeah, elder, mayor, something.
He just gets into the center of the Buddhist monk, who like, all surround him like they're... Pee-wee baseball players around a vehicle in Tracks.
Yes.
Which is only going to be a reference that you and I understand.
Yes. It's a wonderful reference. I've seen Tracks. Tracks is very good. You should watch Tracks. But yes.
But it's accurate. And they create a human shield with their word barrier shield. And then King Horn just fucking's like, you think that will stop me? And he just like shoots a laser at them.
Yeah.
Killing them all instantly.
Instantly killing everybody, including the mayor. Which was also very funny because the mayor before that, there's another really interesting and kind of funny thing here. It's that he raises up the Dragon Pearl when they go to kill him. And he's like, I'll destroy the Dragon Pearl. I'll smash it on the ground. And then, like, 30 seconds later, King Horn just shoots them all, and the Dragon Pearl falls to the ground anyways. The guy collapses.
Yeah, he seemed really worried about him throwing that thing.
He was really worried about it until he extremely wasn't 5 seconds later.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. The Dragon Pearls, by the way, are glass and see-through. There's a kitty.
We have an interruption. You can just go. It's fine.
Okay.
So I'll edit around.
So they're glass pearls.
Yes.
With like etched stars. And
They
inside
look like stickers, actually.
They look like stickers, maybe, but there's a CG dragon inside of each of them. Each ball has a separate colored dragon.
Yes, they're all different colors.
Which is why they're called the Dragon Pearls. So after Kinghorn gets the Dragon Pearl, of which he has 2 Dragon Pearls now, with CG dragons.
With different colors. Yeah, he's collecting all the colors. Gotta get the rainbows.
Yep.
Catch the rainbow.
Then it
Dragon
cuts
Ball
over
thing.
to Grandpa Sparkle, who has a 4-star pearl.
Yes.
And his son, Monkey Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's explaining to Monkey Boy that his life is meaningless, and the only thing that matters is this Dragon Pearl.
And magic staff.
And magic staff pole thing.
Yes.
And the magic pole can do anything, because it's just a Mary
pole.
Sue. It's a ex machina pole. They can do whatever.
I was trying to think of like a stick pun on Mary Sue, and I just can't get there.
No.
I tried. I was like, no.
So then, Grandpa Sparkle. His name is Sparkle.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah. Dragon Ball's full of like really weird names. If that's gonna
really
catch
weird
you
names.
off, like
Yeah.
you're gonna be in trouble.
I don't get it. Yeah. Grandpa Sparkle and Monkey Boy fight it out after Monkey Boy gets a... No, he hasn't gotten it yet. Never mind. But they fight it out.
Yeah, they're fighting it out like as a practice kind of thing, and
yeah,
they're having like kind of a joke and laugh
and then they have a rock paper scissors dance off.
Yes, because Monkey Boy wins the fight by getting thrown in a well, but then he pretends to have been defeated, so that when Grandpa Sparkle looks over the edge of the well, Monkey Boy punches him, and so then Monkey Boy wins the fight. And then they have to do the other rounds, which are, as you said, rock, paper, scissors, dance off.
Rock, paper, scissors, dance off.
Which
where
he loses.
Sparkles wins, and Monkey Boy loses. So Grandpa Sparkle is like, you have to go get me dinner. You brought me a tiger and a lion. What will you bring me today?
What other endangered species will you genocide?
I think I will kill an elephant today.
Yep. And he goes, no, never mind, a crocodile. You know what, let's just get all of them.
They show Monkey Boy getting the crocodile, and it is the most realistic crocodile I've ever seen. It's just like a giant rubber puppet where the head flops up and down. And he's like, I'm a crocodile.
It's so good. If it's swimming towards him, has incredible energy. It's so good.
Yes.
This is like this pool toy, like, going after him.
It's fantastic. And then Monkey Boy sticks his staff in the crocodile's mouth, which catches him.
Yes.
And he takes the crocodile back with him. And then we're introduced to Sito, who is the scientist super tech lady. So Sito is walking along, and then Barbarella and Terminator, Blue Terminator, the rare one, show up in their military vehicles with their Power Ranger putty patrol.
Yeah.
And they drive by, and she thinks she's going to get run over, but they just, like, run past her in vehicles. And she's like, wow, fucking assholes.
Can't believe they're doing this in the middle of the desert. Who could possibly drive their car over somebody else when it's all just, like, not even roads, it's just, like, a vast expanse of plain. This is fucking garbage. Anyways, oh, look, there's that monkey guy in front of me. I'm gonna run his ass over.
Yeah, so, like, Sito sees Monkey Boy walking with a crocodile, and she, like, floors it.
She just immediately goes like, 100 points.
And Monkey Boy, like, grabs the car like it's Twilight.
Yes.
Trying to save Bella.
Yep.
Twilight's the character.
Well, obviously, yeah, I've seen them. We did that special. We watched 3.
Yeah. And then Sito floors it even harder instead of stopping. And she's like, hey, what the hell? Why are you stopping my Jeep?
Gets mad at him.
Well, you were going to kill me. I don't know what you want.
The dub of this is amazing, by the way.
So, yes. So then Monkey Boy is looking at Sito. He's like, oh, you're weird. You look like me, but you're different. It's almost like there's a boy and a girl. And that's the extent of genders that I understand.
And he doesn't understand girl either.
No. He's like, well, my grandpa Sparkle said that you'd have bigger chests than me. Let me look. No, you can't touch me. That's fucking weird. Wait. Oh, that's right. He did say something about that. Wait. When a boy touches a girl without asking, that's, let's say it together, rapist.
I thought they were gonna say perverts or something, but like, no, they just go all the way. They had no idea.
It's just like it's such a left field joke.
I mean, it's accurate. It's way more accurate saying it this way, but also it really calls into question a lot of the behavior of a bunch of the characters in this movie.
Like, this is definitely a literal translation problem, for sure. Because even in, like, the English translated Dragon Ball, it doesn't say that.
No, it would say, like I said, like, pervert.
A pervert.
Pervert is generally the way that if you, from what I've seen of, like, different anime, when they, because this is, like, a common problem with the shonen, where they always have, like, one or two characters that are like, hey, can I see your panties? I want to see you strip. Like, they're all just, ugh.
Which is very Dragon Ball.
Yes, that too. And again, it would normally be perverts, not just straight up rapists.
But Sito tells Monkey Boy that Barbarella and Terminator are going the way of the Dragon Pearl that she was seeing on her radar. And that is also where Grandpa Sparkle is with their Dragon Pearl. And he's like, wait, you don't think they would try to kill Grandpa Sparkle, do you? And her response is, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I guess they would. They are driving fucking tanks.
She's so nonchalant about it, like, yeah. Probably. Why do you ask? I
had lots of guns. So then he starts flying back towards Grandpa Sparkle with the wire very obviously attached to him.
That's something we need to point out. Every single scene where somebody's flying in this, you could see the wire in shot. They never edit it out.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no.
There's a lot of production value in this in surprising spots. Like you said, there's a lot of explosions, and there's, like, the actual APCs that they're driving, and
they built actual, like, sets that they blow up.
Yeah, they shoot.
Like,
they do big sets and stuff, like, but also then some parts, they're just like, who gives a shit?
Let's just borrow a vehicle from the local botanical garden. Who gives a shit?
We're not going to cover up that logo. Fuck that. Why would we do that?
No.
She works for the garden. Who cares?
So they go back to Grandpa Sparkle's shrine, I guess. Which
he's got like a hut, shrine.
Shrine.
It's like kind of a bit of both.
And Barbarella and Terminator have already kind of destroyed it.
Yes.
Because they've supposedly killed Grandpa Sparkle after he went underground and hid in the well, and then Terminator just like, fuck that, we're not going over there, and he just like blasts a goddamn grenade in the well from his gun and blows it up. Like, okay, man.
You get an amazing shot of Grandpa Sparkle flying out of the well doing like a septuple flip. Like,
yeah, it's great.
He's just spinning and spinning and spinning.
That then leads to Monkey Boy and Sito deciding to go get the rest of the Dragon Pearls.
Yeah, so it's kind of the inciting incident for the adventure.
So that, this is basically so that Monkey Boy can leave home and start an adventure. Yeah. Exactly. So the first person they run into, the first villain / friend, because it's Dragon
Ball. All the villains are actually friends in hiding.
They run into Piggy.
Yes.
Who is running after a girl in the woods / jungle.
Yeah.
And he wants to, let's say it together.
See, and this is where my knowledge of Dragon Ball fails, because they drop Piggy in Dragon Ball Z. Like, that character hardly ever shows up again.
Eventually.
There's a little bit of,
that character just shows up as, like, a side character.
Very, 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 very minor side character. Like, basically, people will, like, walk into a scene, and he'll be watching TV, and then they'll walk out again, and he'll, like, interject one word, and it's like, wow, that's cool that they brought him back. Anyways, let's forget him for the next 150 episodes again.
And there's a reason that character's forgotten.
Yeah, it turns out. Dang.
It turns out. But so Piggy's special power is that he can transform himself. And that means into like other looking, basically a shapeshifter. Let's just say shapeshifter.
He's a shapeshifter. And he always makes himself into ladies, generally. Or a pig.
Yeah, he's really into that. For some reason. I think I know the reason, to be fair. But anyways, Monkey Boy kicks his ass and stops him from harming this girl. And then Piggy turns into a bat and flies off, but then Monkey Boy catches him and whacks him with his stick.
Yes. And
Piggy turns back into a human, who is actually part of the legacy of the Pig Fairy, which is where he gets his powers from.
Yep.
And Monkey Boy gets his powers from the Monkey Fairy.
Yes. So they're kind of like brothers.
They're cousins or brothers, because they're related to different fairies 80 generations past. Or whatever. And the only reason that Monkey Boy doesn't kill Piggy is because Piggy says that he's really good at kissing ass. Let me show you.
Yeah, I eat ass. And Monkey Boy goes, alright.
I can get down with that.
This is amazing for him to be like, no, you don't understand. I'm really, really good at eating ass. And it's like, man, you can't get a woman. Like, you can't... Dude, like, there's a better way to do this. You don't need to be a weird pervert. Just,
no, you don't.
Wear that on a shirt. I eat ass good.
So they decide to travel together. And as they're traveling through the rest of the forest, they get attacked by the evil bandit.
Yes.
Westwood.
With his cockatoo parrot.
With his cockatoo companion.
Who makes fun of him consistently.
And he's basically like the bandit king.
Which I would also love to make fun of, because he goes, please give me your money. Like, his voice, like, cracks. He's 12.
He sounds like a preteen.
He looks like a preteen.
And he looks like a preteen. Which, so in Dragon Ball, in the manga, Monkey Boy is, like, pretty young, like 8 or less.
Yes, very young.
And a lot of the other characters, including Westwood and Sito, are more, like, teens.
Yeah.
Like 15. Somewhere around there.
Something like that, yeah.
16.
Yeah.
So, it kind of makes sense to make him a kid, but in a live-action movie, it looks fucking dumb.
Real weird. It's real weird.
Because all the other characters don't.
No. Not to the extent that Westwood does, anyways. Like, Westwood looks unbelievably young. It's hilarious.
Again, a very specific reference for a very specific person. He looks like Pilgrim Boy from the Aquabats.
We have
which is something you will not understand, but I will.
I'm glad that we're really looking to, broaden our audience and expand out this podcast to all of the people that understand tracks, Dragon Ball, and
Aquabats.
Finally, we got a target audience. Let's just zone in on that.
So then, Westwood is asking them for their Dragon Pearl. That he knows that Monkey Boy probably has, or something, or his money.
I think he asks for the money. Yeah, he's just asking for money.
And Piggy's like, we have money, but you can't have it. Which is, strike one, just say you don't have money.
Yeah.
Why'd you say you have money? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What you big idiot? And then Westwood is like, fine, I will simply turn into my White Tiger Power Ranger outfit and fight you.
Well, you didn't include the break there.
Well, I said White Tigers. So.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Look, if you say White Power Ranger, there's a problem.
You gotta pause.
So you have to add in. You either have to add in a pause or say White Tiger Power Ranger.
I'm sorry, I missed the tiger.
You can't just say White Power Ranger.
Yeah,
it's a problem.
It's an issue with the series.
Yes. So then they fight, but they fight in the most amazing way possible.
Well, right? They fight in Tekken.
They fight in Tekken.
And by that, no, they don't play the game Tekken. They fight in Tekken.
They go to the Tekken dimension.
Yes. They
fist bump.
Yeah.
Yeah. They fist bump, and then it turns into the most early 90s CG fighting game.
Yes.
you've ever seen.
It does like a spiral, like spin zoom into it, which is really good.
Yes, and
just like it's Tekken, or like Soul Calibur or something.
I've rarely seen anything that looks this real since, and this is before the Mortal Kombat movie when they added Reptile, which looks so fucking realistic,
and Goro,
and then in this movie 2 years earlier they had this amazing choreographed like fight scene.
Yeah,
and for some reason they went back to live action.
I don't know why they changed their mind. That must have been honestly, when you think about it, that scene must have cost them a lot of money.
It must have, yeah.
Because it looks like
they didn't
trash.
lose all their footage like Food Fight and have to redo it.
Oh.
So, you know.
It looks like trash, but honestly, in 1991, it was serviceable. It was a wild direction to go in. Like, why on earth would they have done that?
They already have all the strings. They're doing all the funny jumping. They have the explosions. Why did they do CG?
And only in this one spot. And, like, it feels like maybe there was, like, a reshoot problem or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
I wonder.
They also have the CG dragon, though. So
sure.
I think they were just experimenting with CG.
I guess. Because, like, they do, like, a bunch of wall-running kind of fight stuff in here also in live action.
Until it switches over to the much better 3D. Yeah. So anyway, Westwood is fighting Monkey Boy, and then Sito shows up, and Westwood gets embarrassed because there's a girl, which is accurate to the manga. His only weakness, other than dying horribly a lot, is seeing women and getting flustered.
Yeah. Because, let's say it together! No.
Yep. So then he runs off, and they're deciding how to get the rest of the Dragon Pearls. And they've heard about a character called the Turtle Man, who is really good at fighting.
His kung fu is amazing.
Maybe they could learn his kung fu and then beat up King Horn. To get the rest of the Dragon Pearls that King Horn has stolen. Right? But they don't know where it is, but Piggy knows where the Turtle Man lives.
Yeah.
And as I know from reading the manga, if you want to get the Turtle Man to show up, you need to leave a little turtle under your pillow before you go to bed. Right?
Oh, okay. I'm only familiar with Z, so I'm looking at you very confused right now.
It's the Turtle Man. It's the Turtle Man.
Yeah, okay.
That's where he keeps his Kame house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He comes to your... You do not want this man to come to your house in the middle of the night, Boyks. I'm just... Let's say it together.
I'm not gonna say it. So, but Piggy warns everybody in the party, hey, the Turtle Man's a sex maniac.
He's way worse than me.
And Piggy's pretty fucking bad.
Yep.
So,
but also again, I didn't know about Piggy because I didn't do as much Dragon Ball. But knowing Dragon Ball Z, I know that Turtle Man is a fucking weird pervert. Yeah. 100%.
He's way worse in Dragon Ball than
so much worse.
Z.
Yeah.
And if he's bad in Z.
He's bad in Z,
You know he was bad in Dragon Ball.
There's some infamous stuff that I know about from the Dragon Ball stuff, yeah.
So they decide to go to the Sex Maniac on their boat, but Westwood gets there first on his jet ski.
Yeah, because he heard them.
His jet ski, which is powered by, like, a boat motor.
Yeah, it's like an outboard motor, yeah.
It's an outboard motor jet ski? It's weird.
It's like a custom, like, I'm sure it's just a really cheap jet ski from... like
something
Thailand, but it's pretty amazing.
But Westwood gets to the Turtle Man. He's like, "Hey, you need to watch out. I'm here to learn kung fu from you, or whatever." But there's another guy coming who's going to beat you up.
He's like, "I don't take students." Well, I'm just here to warn you. You see, because this other guy, he's real bad news, and he wants to come here to take your power, and on and on and on.
And this is after Westwood was like just digging on the ground randomly. And the parrot's like, "Hey, Westwood, what are you doing? Digging for treasure."
What?
With his, like, sword in the ground.
Yeah.
And then he just pulls out a box. He's like, "Oh, look, a dragon pearl. I'm rich.
Also, when he says digging for treasure, he goes, "What?" It's like, "What are you doing? Digging for treasure?" And you hear thunk as he says it, like it's instantaneous. The treasure is buried 1 inch underground. It's
fantastic.
Sick. It's so good.
But
they're speed running a lot of the story here.
Speed running the story, but so
Westwood also has a dragon pearl.
He has a dragon pearl. So Monkey Boy, Sito, and Piggy show up on their boat. And the Turtle Man says that it'll be fine because he can beat them up because he has his cloud. And we know he has his Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. He's got like his cool Funko Pop figure. The head wobbles and everything.
He summons him by doing his Final Fantasy VII victory dance.
Oh boy, the Turtle Man dance.
Moonwalk magic! Magic cloud!
We were just completely taken out at the Turtle Man dance because it is something.
To get a clean recording, I had to mute my mic. I will.
We couldn't laugh. We couldn't do it without laughing.
It was really difficult. It was very good. His Turtle Man horny dance is a sight to behold.
It's very something. So then the Turtle Man sees Monkey Boy and the crew. He's like, "Oh, which one of you came here to fight me, huh? It can't be you because a wooga, that's a lady."
His eyes are popping out over his sunglasses that he has.
Very CG. I forgot they did CG his eyes, Tex Avery style.
Yes, they do. Yeah, right through his glasses.
Yep. And as he's about to fight them, he can't figure out which one to fight. Monkey Boy's like, "We're not here to fight you at all. That's all a big lie." And then the parrot's like, "Yeah, it's a fucking lie. Westwood's
a loser.
He's a fucking liar. He's inside right now. Go get him."
I love this parrot. This parrot is just constantly getting his master's ass. He's just constantly like, why am I with this asshole?
So then Sito goes into the Kame house to look for Westwood.
Yeah.
And she finds him underneath the Turtle Man's sexy swing bed.
Mm-hmm.
And by sexy swing bed, I don't mean a swinger's bed, which would be similar but different. That's one that like rotates on
Okay, I don't know about all this, but you can keep going. Sure, you tell all about yourself, Boyks.
No, this is from the manga.
Oh, it's because you're a Dragon Ball expert. Right.
Anyways, it's a bed that's hanging and it swings back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So you can sway, I guess. I don't know what they're doing with this. But anyways, of course Westwood can't handle pretty ladies, so he runs out and is exposed as a fraud. But the Turtle Man doesn't know which one's lying, so he does his sexy turtle dance again to summon the cloud. Again, which I was not expecting, and it caught me mid-sentence. You motherfuckers.
Because he had been trying to fly his cloud around, but the problem is that the cloud only responds to those with a pure heart. And
correct.
Turtle Man is he's a
sex maniac, technically.
Say it together.
The term. Yeah. He's a sex maniac, so they won't let him on the cloud.
Yeah.
So then he tells Westwood and Monkey Boy to get on the cloud to test who's the liar.
Yeah.
Because only a sex maniac would lie.
Correct.
And, of course, Westwood can't get on the cloud because he's a sex pest also.
There's a lot of that in this.
But Monkey Boy can. So then Turtle Man's like, "You could just have the cloud. Whatever. I can't even use it. That thing's a piece of shit."
Yeah, I don't know. You can have it. I got it centuries ago, but I like, being a weird pervert a lot more than I like flying on a cloud.
And then we also find out that they all have a Dragon Pearl.
Yes, that they've all just been hiding.
Inexplicably. They just happen to have them all. They don't need to get them.
Including Piggy.
including Piggy, but we don't find that out until a little bit later.
Sure, but like Piggy has one, Westwood has one,
Ceto
Turtle Man has one, Ceto has one.
They just all have a fucking pearl.
Everyone's got a fucking pearl.
I guess. And so at that point, the alien spaceship lands.
Yes.
And like 5 of them show up shooting lasers at the Kame house.
Mm-hmm. This is the most Dragon Ball shit ever, by the way. This part's very Dragon Ball.
And in the manga, this was the Red Ribbon Army attacking the Kame house.
Sure.
And there was a whole thing about them going underground, looking for a Dragon Pearl, and fighting the army. I think it was like the Blue Commander or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. But in this, it's adapted differently. There's lasers from space and a UFO. It's fine.
Yeah.
So then the Turtle Man starts shooting space lasers out of his hand.
Sure, I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be the Turtle Wave.
The Turtle Wave and the Kamehameha.
Well, I mean, that's what the Kamehameha is. That's
Turtle Wave. Right, that's a nickname fans gave it. Right. Yeah. It's called the Turtle Wave in the manga. Yeah.
But he does like a double-handed like laser beam to the sky, and but like lasers come out of each hand, and he shoots down 2 of their things, and then then Terminator blows his ass up.
They just blow his fucking house up.
Him and his house and everything else.
And his island and everything he loves.
It basically looks like a nuke. Like, it is a massive explosion. And
this is after Barbarella grabbed all the Dragon Pearls that Ceto dropped while trying to evade the explosions and the Putty Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, now they are missing 6 of the Dragon Pearls. Yeah. Kinghorn has 6 of them. Kinghorn, who hasn't been in the movie since the first 2 minutes.
Yes, yeah.
So they need the other one, and they find out Piggy has the 7th one, and is just holding it, and it's like, hey, by the way, I also have one.
I was told to never tell anyone.
Anyway, I'm telling you now.
It's a big secret.
Don't tell anyone. So then they all put on their headbands.
Yes.
Because they're like, infinite ammo.
God, I did want to mention... I don't want to get into this too much. There's also a lot more. There's the very infamous pervy shit in this scene too.
Right. I forgot there's the scene where Piggy
transforms
into
Ceto and strips for Turtle Man. But the only reason why I wanted to say that is because you asshole, made me write down the moment of, oh, did you see his head? It's like a penis.
Yeah, there's the scene where
so
Turtle
I just had
Man,
to say that.
Like, is in his shell, and then he lifts up his head, and it looks like a dick. and then there's
because he gets so excited that Ceto's coming out to strip for him
that he got hard. And then there's the scene where he's on his back, like swaying back and forth on his shell. And he's definitely orgasmed. And he's like, no, I can't right now. I'm definitely...
I need time to recover. Oh, God, what a fucking movie this is.
So Toriyama... This is very Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
But Toriyama has done this a lot.
Yeah.
And it became a thing even in the Dragon Quest series called Puff Puff, which is from Dragon Ball, where Piggy becomes Ceto, and then the Turtle Man puts his face in Piggy's fake transformed breasts. It's very... You might not remember Dragon Ball, but you probably don't want to, is where I'm getting at.
It's a good thing that we have an expert like you on here. You know, like, all of the... Let's say it together. Dragon Ball experts! That's what they call people that are like this.
That's what they call them. Yeah. So anyway, Barbarella leaves with the Dragon Pearls back to the spaceship, and then they go back west to the original Thai village that was destroyed, I guess, because that is King Horn's home base now, or something.
Yeah, this part just, they whip through it.
And then, it just hard cuts to the crew in their best Rambo outfits. Mm-hmm. With headbands and guns, and it's just straight out of UHF as a parody.
It's got extreme UHF energy. Everybody is, like, falling over from explosions that are 30 feet away from them type stuff. Like, it's all that. Like, it's like them throwing a grenade. The grenade goes off in a puff of smoke and very obviously not like an explosion. And people that are 20 some feet away from where the puff of smoke is go, ah, and throw themselves off of bridges.
And Piggy's just like blasting at these putty patrol, shooting them all down with his Rambo gun. It's wearing the Rambo outfit specifically.
It's super good. It's so good.
Monkey Boy and Westwood are fighting Barbarella.
Yes.
And they're about to go into CG fight mode to enter the Tekken dimension.
God, right.
But then Piggy just like blasts her and she's bleeding out of every bullet hole and she's dead.
Yup. Yeah, they just shoot her ass.
I guess they just fucking gun her down in cold blood. And then the Terminator is fighting the Turtle Man, and Sito is like grabbing a gun and trying to figure out which one to shoot, and then we're both like both shoot them both,
get them.
It's
spray and
fine.
pray, baby. It's okay.
We're accepting this casualty.
Yeah.
Just shoot Sito.
This isn't even collateral damage. It's just regular damage. Just do it.
But she waits until Terminator shoots, he throws the Turtle Man.
Yes.
And then she takes out her grenade launcher and just
it's his big, grenade gun, right? Isn't that his?
Is it the Terminator's
gun? Yeah, it was
gun?
the Terminator's
I guess
gun.
he
That's why it's like
because
those
he was
huge
choking
shells.
the Turtle Man, right?
Yes, so she grabs his gun, and because his gun shoots, again, basically
Comical
tank
joke
shells.
Shells, yeah.
Yeah, she just fucking blows him away, and
it's
blows
shocking.
away.
It's a huge explosion. You can see the dummy's head fly off.
There's his legs standing there. Yeah. It's
God,
great.
it is shockingly cool.
It's really good.
So then they confront King Horn, who is like, "Oh, you think you can kill me? You'll have to give me that dragon pearl instead." "No, we won't." "Well, what if I have Grandpa Sparkle right here?" "Ooh." And Grandpa Sparkle's like, "Just let me die."
I want to die. Please kill me.
And Monkey Boy's like, "No, you will never die, Grandpa. I will keep you alive. That is your curse." Monkey Boy has done nothing.
No, yeah, because you'll notice that we've mentioned nothing about Monkey Boy.
That's gotten his ass kicked constantly.
Yeah, literally nothing. It's incredible how little Monkey Boy does.
Yup. And so they get Grandpa Sparkle back from Big Horn somehow. He just wanders back over.
Yeah,
I guess.
just in the fight it kind of happens.
In the fight, and then Monkey Boy's like, "I'll kill him. He almost killed you, Grandpa." And Grandpa's like, "No. He would kill you like a small dog."
I want to die. Let me fight him.
He will beat you like children's beating a piñata with a stick, hoping you don't break out.
Grandpa Sparkle appropriately goes, "No, you're 8.
We taught you how to fight wrong as a joke."
But me and Westwood can handle it. Westwood can't handle shit, son.
Yep. Yeah.
They also realize that there's this incredible plot moment here where they go, "Well, where does he have all of the dragon pearls?" And they go,
because
"Oh, I know.
He
must have swallowed them." What?
He must have swallowed all the dragon pearls because we can't visibly see them anymore.
So that's the only only explanation. He shoved them up his ass.
He shoved every pearl up his ass, one by one.
Wait, but don't those explode when they're all put together? They sure do.
So then King Horn uses his magic to revive the zombie dead of the village.
God, right. I forgot about that.
In the blue dimension.
Yes. He blues them all, just like the Terminator.
He just blues them all, and all these zombies coalesce around the crew and start grabbing at them.
Very gently.
Very gently, not to hurt them.
Yes.
And then they're talking about, well, what do we do to take out King Horn? And they're like, well, you shove them up his ass. So then their master plan from the Turtle Man, who's a sex maniac, I need to point out, is to shove a ball gag dragon pearl in his mouth. And then Monkey Boy pushes it in.
Yeah, Monkey Boy gets the finish.
Staff. He finishes him off. Yeah, he gives him a finish. Which is enough to cause him to explode.
Yeah.
But he teleports to his spaceship first so that the explosion doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Monkey Boy gets to stick his pole in King Horn's mouth to finish him, and then
to get the pearls
that
out
makes
of his ass.
King Horn explode, not Monkey Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, so then King Horn explodes into a CG dragon. And they're like, wow, it's the dragon from the Dragon Pearls. This is going to be awesome. And then the dragon's like, hello, Monkey Boy. I am the dragon.
Why, hello, kids.
So the dragon explodes. And they need to make a wish.
Yeah.
So everybody tells Piggy to shut the fuck up.
Yes, yeah. Well, because there's a moment in the you were telling me
in the manga
that he...
so in the manga, Pilaf gets all the Dragon Pearls.
Yes,
and is about to grant a wish.
Yeah, become
an all-powerful being that rules the world.
Yeah,
and then Piggy shows up from behind, and it says like, "I want used panties," and then gets used panties on his face, and then sniffs them. And then the Dragon Pearls get thrown around the world and go dormant for however many, like it's like a year or two or something like that. I think
it's a year, yeah.
Until they can get wished upon again. So then this is all just to reset the Pilaf storyline. But thankfully we didn't get the Piggy wishing for fucking panties, while literally the entire village of zombies is dead behind them.
Yes. Thankfully. He was going to, too. Like, you can tell.
He was. So instead, the girl who was originally being chased by Piggy is like, I want everybody who died to come back to life in the most recent battle against King Horn.
Yeah, I don't know what her name was. It was just Girl, right? Like,
Girl.
They just don't have a name for that character. She's there.
Yeah, in the manga, she's like a flower or something. I forget.
Sure.
It's just random village character. It's not that important.
No.
It's never brought up again, so. But anyways, they saved the village.
Yeah.
Everybody's brought back to life, and the wish was made, and they defeated King Horn. So then it cuts to the coolest, sickest fucking CG fight you've ever seen.
They end with their AMV. It's so good.
They end with basically an AMV. Yes.
Yeah. Of Westwood going, well, if I had a wish, it would be to challenge you again, Monkey Boy. And then they go back to the Tekken universe.
They go back to the Tekken universe after fist bumping. You're like, fuck yeah!
And they do a big explosion that very obviously, like, envelops both of them. So I guess they just waste each other immediately.
Yeah. So, that's Dragon Ball, The Magic Begins. This is pretty accurate to this manga, and I don't think we had any incorrect, like, inaccuracies there.
I'm not the expert, but as far as I know, I think that we got it 100%. It seems like they did a pretty good job. I'm sure Dragon Ball Evolution will explain any gaps that we have in our knowledge. We're just signing up for it being the next episode, huh? Like, this at this point, we just...
I guess.
I think we're just stuck there.
I guess now, yeah. I mean, we know so much. We have to understand more. Because this only covered up till...
like the peel-off, kind of.
The first wish.
Yeah.
Up to the first wish. The next one covers the Piccolo storyline, which is Evolution.
Yes. Yeah, because that'd be King Piccolo.
That's the second or third, basically, like, arc of Dragon Ball.
Okay.
So we need to know that. Right, yeah. I think that's correct. Anyways, the dogs. There was no
we gotta rate
President
dogs.
Dog. We did get a little bait and switch, but there was one dog. Maybe two. Maybe two.
There was a dog.
Yeah. The Turtle Man's a dog.
Yes, yep. The Turtle Man is absolutely a dog.
I would rate the Turtle Man is... So we have to go back. We haven't used the scale in a while.
No, I know the scale that
you're on. So let me explain
this.
We're talking about the Chevy Chase scale.
Correct, yes. Yeah, how many Chevy Chases is this?
How many Chevy Chases? Is this like Shelby, the dog that saved Christmas Chevy Chase? Or is this like...
It's not that. It's not that. Because that one, he just wants to throw dogs into a fire.
He's very horny, though, also. And
Is he in Shelby?
He is, yes. He's like the gross like grandpa horn dog. But is this more like Kung Fu...
That's really... Karate Dog?
Karate Dog. I think this is probably more Karate
That's
Dog.
episode 2, for those that don't remember. 86 episodes ago now, or something like that.
We haven't had to bring back the Chevy Chase scale for a while because we thankfully got through them all.
We got through a lot. No, not all. We avoid them now. We know what it's going to be. He's like
this one definitely reached back to that scale.
He's like a 9 out of 10 on the Chevy Chase scale.
9 Chevy Chases out of 10 Chevy Chases?
Yeah, he's like a good amalgamation of both Kung Fu, Karate Dog, and also Grandpa Shelby. And I mean, I think the Karate Dog is also the one where he does the very inappropriate joke about a puppy, right?
There was the chassis on that Lassie joke.
That's not Karate Dog, I don't think, though. Wasn't that the other... Isn't that Oh Heavenly Dog? I think that's Oh Heavenly Dog. No, God damn it.
No, that's not Oh Heavenly. Oh Heavenly Dog's like the only one that's actually like sort of okay.
It's okay for perversion, but it's not okay as a movie. Oh Heavenly Dog is garbage.
It's not. No,
but it was one where he was a dog and he's like feeding lines to somebody through like a...
I think that's Karate Dog.
Is it Karate Dog?
Because he was driving a car when he was saying it or something. Yeah. Anyways, the important thing is...
How many chassis and Lassies is this?
We will not go back to check because I don't want to know.
I think that we've done rating him. I think that's it. That's the rating. Just reference 12
The Turtle Man is a Chevy Chase and we hate him.
Correct. He's like a penis.
He's like a bald head going.
We didn't mention that he has a turtle at the head at the beginning that transforms CG style.
Oh, the CG turtle head is very funny.
It's very good.
I don't know what that was about.
He's the Turtle Man,
I guess. Anyways, yeah, no inaccuracies. This is exactly as the story was told. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get any messages about this one.
We generally don't get a lot, so we don't talk about them too much. Every once in a while we've gotten like a director or something that's messaged us. If you directed this, please, like, this is a long shot, but if you're involved in any of this, oh my god, please let us know. If you did any of the dubbing or like a director or anything at all, please contact me. I need to talk to you. We need to talk. Trust me, I'm very normal.
But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. We did the pitch earlier, but if you want to contact us, of course, you can check us out on social media at Rough Cuts, which is on Blue Sky and co-host. You can email us at roughcutscast@gmail.com, and we also have a Patreon if you like supporting this adventure in filmmaking.
That's the big one. You do actually have to pay for most of these movies, including this one. Yep. This is part of your Amazon Prime, at least.
This is Prime.
Yeah, this is on Prime, thankfully.
If you do want to watch this, it's on Amazon Prime.
It's on Prime.
Also,
that's why I mentioned it.
Also, YouTube, technically.
You can check it. It's everywhere. It's all over the place.
Yeah, that's it. So thanks for listening, and oh god, we just signed up for Dragon Ball Evolution.
We did sign up for Dragon Ball Evolution. Do you think we can get tied? Which of our friends can we make suffer the most?
Who can we trick into doing this? Okay. Who can we trick? Alright, we'll figure that out. Anyway,
brainstorm time.
See you next episode.
See you.